2 days project. Well, actually, it's going to take a few days to do this. Everybody's been hearing me complain about my rusted bed on the truck. I got a great deal on this truck right here yesterday off a Facebook Marketplace. It's not exactly the same color, but it's close enough until spring. I'm going to repaint this whole truck again when I go to match the bed. But this is what I'm dealing with this truck. I bought this new in '98. And you can see I got some holes. I picked this up. V10 stick shift. Drunk driver took it out. So I'm going to part out this truck. It's only got 50,000 miles on it, just a little bit over. The tires only have 400 miles on them, and they're the same tires I have on my truck. So today's project is to get all this stuff out of the back. The guy I bought it from was going to restore it, but it was just too much money to bend this frame back in place. You can see the frame is pretty tweaked all the way across. But lots of extra parts. I got to get these out of the back, get the bed off. And then I got this on Facebook Marketplace yesterday too to help me move around some of this heavy stuff. I got a boom pole that's going to go on the back of the old Ferguson over there. My goal is to get this bed off, the frame painted, and that bed on by the end of the day today. And fix my 3-year-old Rheem hot water heater to where the heater elements burned out on it and the circuit board burned out on it. Today is going to be a busy day. Let's get to business. First thing you're going to do is pull the tailgate off. Lift up a bed. If you don't know how to take your tailgate off, you shouldn't be doing this, but lift this up, pull the lock out, unhook it, tilt the tailgate up on like a 45-degree angle, and there's a slot on the back side of this. You can just pull the bed up, slide it down, put it on the bumper, slide it over, and then break your left nut, hauling this heavy thing off of it. The next thing I'm going to do is pop these out. There's little plastic tabs here that go into receivers. You might have to wiggle it a little bit to get it out. That'll pop out under your electrical harness. What do we got? We got 3 screws right there. Take that out. Do not put that back on. Leave it off. And then we're going to get to these bolts here. Don't even bother wasting your time trying to get these out with a Torx bit. Since this bed's garbage, I'm going to get out my smoke wrench and burn these off. Come back with a pair of vice grips and then screw them out. There's a wire loom that runs up into this pillar here. There's some of it here. You just got to fish it down from below. So bottom line is make sure all the wires are pulled down, detached, your filler neck's unhooked, and your bolts cut off, and this thing's ready to come off. Under there. Well, didn't take it. Maybe. 6 more to go. Started lifting it up. Forgot one thing. There's a bracket on the bottom right there that holds the filler neck on. I just have a hose clamp holding it on, so it's going to be easy to get off. Other than that, this bed's going to be off in a second. I'll be power washing it. Oh, and also there's a connector right here, huh? Like I said, make sure you get all your connectors unhooked. I can't do that with one hand. All off. I have to get this pocket off of here. Now that I got it in the air, I can get at it. And then this wire loom right there, I left that on there just because the bumper's in the way. And now I have a good opportunity to get on it. I'm not gonna really get under this thing right now. You know what? I might just flip it over, just because this is so rusted. I don't trust the hold downs. So I think that's gonna kind of be the plan. I'll drag it out of there, flip it over, get the loom off. And I'm gonna go power wash this right now. Now, some of my friends that watched my Facebook videos when I did this, I think it was 5 years ago, I needled all the rust off of this frame, wired willed it, had muriatic acid, got it right down to bare metal. And what you're looking at is an Eastwood product. I put the rust neutralizer on it, the rust primer, and I painted it. And I wasted my money. I cannot believe in 5 years. Yeah, I put a lot of the Eastwood paint on this too. Don't waste your money on Eastwood products. The front wheels are a little light. And I'm going to back it in there and put all the junk that came with it in there. Get out of here, damn dog. Go on. Jesus. Brought it into the garage, let it warm up. Got the fans blowing on it, dehumidifier going. I'm gonna let this dry out while I'm taking the bed off the other truck, and then hopefully it'll be dry enough for me to get the paint on it. So I'm onto the bed that I don't want to damage with a torch. And by the way, I'm going to say I wouldn't suggest you use a torch. There is a fuel tank over there. I'm half crazy, so I allow myself some leeway with that, but I would take the bed off the way I'm going to do it with this one, instead of burning down your new truck or old truck and house. I got my cutoff wheel, and I'm going to cut 4 slots in this, and then come back and then hit it with a chisel and pop the head off of it. Like I said, do not even waste your time trying to get these off. They're not going to come off. They put Loctite on them at the factory, and then if you're in a cold weather climate, just cut them off. There you go. I mean, with this cutoff wheel, this took literally 90 seconds to do. I'm going to come back and hit it with a big chisel, snap it off. Once we get the washer off there, the hole's big enough to where it'll come up and through and out. Well, there you go. That took less than 3 minutes. You would not have gotten that out in 3 minutes with a torch bit. It's raining outside, so I'm done working on getting the bed off the other truck. So what I'll do is I'll come in here and get these off. Don't even try getting them off with vice grips. Just come in here and cut this damn thing. little Knorb on there. I think a hammer should take care of that. That's a bigger Knorb than I thought. So I'll just go ahead and hit this top bracket with the cutoff wheel. It should fall right out. Six more to go. This bed only had 6 bolts in it. The other bed has 8. Interesting. Well, I'm going to replace the spare tire hoist, winch, whatever you want to call it, because the truck that I got has a locking one on it. This one still works. It's rough shape. I've got time now. This rain doesn't look like it's going to go away. So I'm just going to come in with my needler, and I'm going to get rid of all mainly I want to get all this Eastwood junk off of it so I can get the Rust-Oleum over top of it. And I got about an hour of doing this. And yes, I am using hearing protection. Half the frame descaled. I'm using a wire wheel on it now. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than what it was. You still have some good surface area for the Rust-Oleum to attach itself to. So another hour to go. I haven't even got on the inside of the frame rails yet. I'll do the bottom when I get it up on the hoist after the bed's on. I just want to get the top part done right now and the sides before I put the bed on. Okay, I've got it descaled and wire brushed as best as I can get without taking all the wire loom out, fuel tank out, exhaust, and I'm just doing what I can. Buy this stuff now. Our illustrious government has made this stuff illegal to make. So they're only selling what they have on the shelves right now, and then no more oil-based products for you that include stains and varnishes, which means the government's comfortable with you using water-based every few years to do this over and over and over again. Mind-boggling. Grab that piece of crap brush that you always wanted to throw away and never did. I am going to start on the bottom sides of the rails, and then the inner side of the rail, the center out, and then hit the outside, because I don't want to be leaning over the frame screwing up my clothes any more than they're already screwed up. I blew this down with an air gun. I've got it up to 70 in here, and I have the humidity at 45, so it should be perfect for what I'm doing. An hour later, I should have done this first, but I forgot. My bed, this truck was built in '98, only had 6 bolts holding the bed on. The new one has got 8. I needed to drill this hole bigger to accept the bed bolts. I just did it. I should have done it before I painted it, but oh well, that's what we got. I'll come back and touch that hole up so there's no exposed metal. Raining out. I need to get that other bed off. I'm not pushing this out, so I just got to wait for the rain to stop. But all in all, so far I'm impressed. Got a pretty good buzz painting this. Well, while the frame's drying, I got a break in the rain. I came out and I power washed this. The bed was full of stuff, so I really couldn't see what I had going on. This side is completely dent free. Tailgate, something got loose in the bed, dented it here. I'll pull this cover out and pop that off. I got a start of rust over there. It's pretty good here. I'll clean that up, repaint it. Actually, what I'm going to do is put bed liner on this. So I'll get that rust cleaned up with some rodic acid and a wire brush, primer it with some etching primer, and then I'll go ahead and rhino line it. I'm gonna rhino line it. So other than that, I got a hell of a deal on this truck. I'm pretty sure the city was giving him a hard time for it being in his driveway, and he needed it gone. Only other thing I can see wrong with this bed anywhere, there's a small little dent here. I will get that out of there with no problem. I'll take the tail light out and I'll spoon that out from the inside. Look at this. That's amazing that this is a Michigan truck. Absolutely amazing. Okay, got these last two bolts to get out right here. I can get this thing over the A-frame, get it off. Okay, it's ready to go back on. I put the locking spare tire winch on there, new clips. Also, some of the cross members were flaking a little bit, the paint. It was just surface rust. I'm gonna spray this on it. Before I drop it down on there. I went through with a wire brush and scraper. I mean, they're not bad. Might hit that one a little bit more. I just wanted to get it cleaned up the best I could where it's on the frame, and then that way I can hit the rest better when I get it on the hoist. I'm not exactly comfortable hanging out underneath that all by myself. You know what I mean? Hey, there we go. Body lines are pretty damn good. I haven't bolted it down yet. I just threw two bolts in, one diagonally front and rear, just so I drive it up to the house, get it in the garage. It's not sliding around. For the winter, I can deal with the color match, but it is so much better than what I had. This truck's getting back to what it was. I've got the bolts not snugged up, they're down, so I can move it. Now if you come down that body line there versus this body line here, you'll see the bed needs to come out a little bit. Just give it a jerk. Now I'll eyeball that line, but this is important to me. I use the 2-finger test. The 2 fingers go to each side. I like 2 fingers because 1 is too tight, 2 is perfect, and 3 is sloppy. I can't deal with sloppy. No 3-finger sloppy. So I'll do my 2 fingers on each side and come back and tighten this up. Yeah, you can see now that I've moved that over. Those body lines are about the same. But like I said, to me, 2 fingers is important to me. Now what I got going on now is I've pulled the inner wheel liner out. Actually, I've just ordered a full wheel liner for both sides. I'm painting the seams here with the stop rust, Rust-Oleum. I've wire brushed them down. I've gone through and frames done, get as much as the stop rust coating into these rails as you can. Let me show you on this side. And this is why I've done that, is where the push pins have gone in, it's rusting, and on that seam right there. So I've got all this wire brushed the best I can. I'm going to paint it, and then when the wheel liners come in, do it. I've also gone in and I'm going to rust proof both sides here and here, and where the cross braces go across. I'm going to get in and get all that rust proof too. Let's see if I can get this truck to last me another 20 years, 25 years. It's got a 7.3 in it, so ain't no doubt that engine will outlast me. There we go, all done for now. Next spring, I'm going to repaint the whole truck. It's a lot cheaper than buying a brand new truck, let me tell you. I'll make this thing work until I die.